So as I told you, we have here the table view and the graph view. Both will contain elements of our interface. Okay. So we are going to start with two toy examples. So product lines that only contains one class. It's just a toy example just to see and to get used to the tool. Here we have a Tetris Canvas class. Okay, and we have two features. Can you see? Can you read here? It's okay, right? So we have a feature based on standard Java code and another based on micro edition code. Okay? So let's say that the developer wants to change this point here. So they wants to change the value of this variable, the type. I don't know. Okay? What we could do is to select the maintenance point, as we did, and ask for the tool. I'm going to press Ctrl 9, that is the shortcut of our tool. And the tool will complete the image interface for this point. Okay. So I'm going to expand here. And what we can see is that the tool is pointing to some place that the code that can be impacted from this maintenance point here. So if I'm going to change X center variable, I could impact, for example, line number 22. Let's see. So line 22 is using X center, as you can see here. So if I change the variable, if I change the value of this variable, I can impact this point here. In the same way, we can see that we can impact the line number 25. Also, it contains the X center variable, and also line number 30 here X center. As you can see, we have the features here, not micro edition and micro edition. And we can see that the points here, you could click on the view and the editor will highlight the code that corresponds to this line here. And also we have the graph view that represents the yellow node, the maintenance point that you selected, and here is the point that you can impact. Okay, so now let's select another line. So let's select this one. Okay, so let's ask the tool. I can actually press Ctrl 9 or use the menu like here and ask for generate interface. Well, what's happening now? Now the interface contains only one element. And why is this happening? So I want to change X center here, and yeah, I can impact this place here. But wait, X center is also here. Why I'm not impacting this place too? It's because of the feature model of the product line. So if you open our file here, if that txt that represents our feature model, you can see this. So here we can define our features and also the feature model of the product line. So what I'm saying is that both features are alternative. They can never be together in the same product, which means that I can change the value of this variable for anything I want. And this will never impact this code here because this code will never be together with this one in the same product. Okay, so let's go to another example. Close here. Your example is a little piece of code that I extracted from Linux. Of course, I had to translate it to Java, but it's an interesting result. It's an interesting code actually. So let's say that I want to change this upper size variable here. I want to change to, I don't know, 2048 instead of 1000, something like that. So again, we can select the maintenance point and ask for the tool for the interface. Okay, so what's going on here? The tool is saying that I can impact line number 19, but well, I wanted to change upper size, and I cannot see upper size here. But if you see, if I change upper size is being used here, which means that I can impact YOML pages variable. So that's because of this chain of assignments, I can also impact this point here. So you can see better in this graph. So here is our maintenance point. And if I change upper size is being used here, I can change YOML page, and then I can impact this code here. Okay, moving on. Now we have a mobile media product line that maybe some of you or everybody knows. And the code is complete. It's not a toy example anymore. And let's open this class here. So now let's see. We want to change this. Let's say that we want to change this variable next controller here. Okay. So as you can see, we have a copy feature here and an SMS feature here too. So let's see. You can see that the tool will take a few seconds to generate now because we have a bigger product line. Okay, that was fast. By the way, when we have more than one element in our product line, as you can see, I can group by anything. So let's see, I would like to group by description now. So here we have our abstract controller that is designed here, and then we have the same information but in a different way. But I like the other one. Okay, so the first thing that the tool, actually, as you can see here, the graph is a little bit bigger, but when we click on one element of the interface, this graph got reduced. So let's see. So if I click here, we can see that, oh, I'm going to change this place here, so maybe I could impact this point here. So the graph focus on this path. Let's see the other one. So, oh, yeah, I'm changing next controller here, and maybe I could impact this point here. But wait, next controller is being reassigned here. There is another assignment. So why? I'm gonna change next controller there, and now we impact this point here. That's because it's a product line. It's not a product anymore. So if I have products without copy feature, I mean without this code here, then I will impact this place. So that's why our graph is telling us something like that. So if I change that place, I can impact this one for the following configuration: with the SMS feature and without copy. Okay? In the other place, it's in another class. So what's happening here? We are not doing intra-procedure analysis. We are doing inter-procedure analysis. So in Emergo, you can set these things by clicking on the project properties in Emergo. Sorry. And then you can set, oh, for this project I want to run inter-procedure analysis and the other one intra, and so on. These other two parameters is just to, because data flow analysis can be very slow, we can actually set some parameters to make it faster. So for example, instead of computing dependencies, this method that calls this one, that calls this one, that calls this one, that calls this one, a lot of things, we can say, oh, stop on 2 calls, done. So the interface will be generated faster. In the same way, we have monovariant and polyvariant analysis, and that's actually, I can see here that I'm just saying that the number of different CFGs that will be constructed for the same method calls would be only 2. Okay? Actually, of course, we are losing some precision, but we are gaining some speed. Okay, so I'm coming back to the presentation now just to... Okay, so here we have our actual server, this one. Remember that it returns only EPS and PNG features, not PDF yet. And then we want to change this address. We want to change actually the value of this string to another server that you find better. So the idea is to change this string here so it's clear our maintenance point. So just like it. So what I'm intending here is to, I'm going to change it. So let's see if I'm going to impact the other places. So the first thing is just to select and ask Emergo for Emergo interface. Okay. As you can see here, there's a lot of places that I can impact. But remember that when we click here, we can just remove some nodes that are not interested right now. So let's see. Well, it's quite obvious that if I change server here, I can impact this place here and this place here. Because if I change server is being used in the load image that is being attributed to this image variable here. So these two places are being shown here. So 82, okay. You see the graph was reduced. And 83. Okay, so if I change server is being used here, that defines image, and the image is being used here. Okay, the other places are 15. Yeah, as you can see, I'm calling load image, passing this new server. So I see this method code and I analyze it, and yeah, maybe nothing is going wrong here. The other place would be this one. Yeah, this is where I call show image. And the last one would be this one. So let's navigate through the code a little bit. So if I change server, I can impact this line here. And server helps to define image. Image is here. We call show image, this method. And then there is this image will be bound with this image to show, and the image to show will be attributed to image. And then we call photo view screen that passes this image. And then we have our constructor here, and then we find this img variable that is being bound to this image variable here. So let's see. When we got at this point, we can see something related to image formats. I mean, we have EPS here. If I know the system, of course, I could remember, I know this rule. I put just these comments here to be easy to explain, but there is a feature called zoom, that you could zoom images, but only vector ones. So now our server is returning not only EPS, but also PDF, and PDF is also a vector format. So I need to change also this place here. So I could put or blah 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 equals PDF. And then my maintenance would be complete.